Kuttah, spoken truth. We back at it again. All praises to the Most High Yahweh. To get right into it, this video, I'm going to be talking about why Kash and Za'Darius Smith were doomed. Why Kash and Zadarius Smith were doomed. Listen, let me tell you something. For you fangirls and you fanboys, you need to realize something about relationship at a top level. When you mix a bad B, a popular rapper who is a woman, an Instagram level bad B who got that mindset with a man who thinks leadership means micromanagement, you don't get love, you get war. That's exactly what you get. Kash has a bad B mentality. And Zadarius Smith, a football player, has a micromanaging disposition. And you think that love was going to last? No, when you put these two entities together in a relationship, there going to be clashes. You're going to get war. And no matter how hard they tried to hide it, and they did a good job in trying to hide it, it ultimately end up in them splitting, going their separate ways. So now let's dive into this. Now, let me explain to you the bad B mentality, because a lot of you women think you have a bad B mentality and you want to have a bad B mentality, and you maneuver and move in this world with a bad B mentality, and ultimately it causes you to lose. It causes you to end in loneliness. Look at her. I know a lot of y'all, this relationship look like it's going to last. This relationship look like it's the one. They all in public, they showing affection, they showing love. Super fans. When I first saw them together, I told individual it's not going to last. It don't take me long to see it, because I look at the two spirits of an individual and know that it's not going to last. And any woman that really want to be in a serious relationship with a man, especially a dominated man, an alpha type of man, listen, it's not going to last. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you believe. It's not going to last, man. It's not going to last. Okay? The bad B culture is the opposite of the wife culture. This is what y'all got to understand. The bad B culture is the opposite of a wife culture. It's rooted in independence. It's rooted in being validated publicly. It's rooted in the mindset, I am the prize. And a lot of these women that's walking around with a bad B mentality, that's exactly what they think. They think they are the prize. And no doubt she got this mentality. And I hear some of you simps, I hear a lot of you rebellious women, that's how she's supposed to be. Yeah, okay. That's why the relationship didn't last. It didn't last. The paradox you have to understand about this is these type of women, they want high value men, but they don't want the rules that comes with being with a high value man. You can't be a bad B and expect that you're going to get a high value man, and if you stumble across one, you're not going to be able to keep it. It's not going to last, because that mentality does not coincide with being with a high-value man. It don't work. I don't care how popular you are as an Instagram person. I don't care how popular you are in your purpose. I don't care how popular. Listen, women, I don't care how popular. Having a bad B mentality does not denote that you are a wife. It don't. If the world is constantly telling you you are a queen, that means you get to a point where your man's voice don't matter. This is the problem with bad Bs. When they are constantly hearing that they are prize, when they constantly hearing that they are the woman, when they constantly hearing that they are a queen, what ultimately happen in their conscience is their man voice no longer matter. So when that man, High value men come to them, sit them down and have discussion with them and let them know what's going on, what they see. Their voice no longer matter because their mindset, their pride has been inflated from the validation they constantly get from the public. This is where a lot of women go wrong at. I'm trying to help you guys, man. Now, on the other end, Zadarius, who have that I'm the man, my word is final, who have that micromanaging disposition, it was not going to work with somebody like Kash Dow. Are you crazy? It may work on the field as a football player. It may work in his business endeavors, but it don't automatically work in the relationship. It don't work like that unless he's with somebody that's going to trust his leadership fully, that's going to trust him being the head fully. It's not going to work. And a lot of you guys fail to understand this in modern times. When you dealing with a bad B mentality, that alpha mindset of yours is not going to work in a relationship with such a one. It's not going to work. And that's when insecurity start popping off and you trying to mask it as dominance. Is when you start feeling like your girl's slipping away, so you want to double down on rules and start being, private investigator, because that's what they said he was doing, all right? Allegedly, that he was going through her phone, trying to control, with the baby daddy, when he can call this and that, alleged. All of this is allegedly. But that's what alpha people do. They try to double down in their controlling behavior and trying to manipulate a bad B into going along with what he's trying to lay out in a relationship, the dynamics he's trying to lay out in a relationship. So he start being more controlled and more manipulative, and it don't work with a bad B mentality. This is what you fellas need to understand when it comes to a relationship. It don't work. You can't whip a bad B mentality as such a one as Kash Dow into submission. It won't work. Her pride, her ego, her self-esteem has already been inflated. So when she feels like she has enough, she going off because her mindset is, I'm the prize. Her mindset is, I am the queen. Her mindset is, I'm a bad B. Look at on the screen. That's why I got this rolling in the background. Single and happy. That's how she going to end. Single and happy. I know a lot of you super fans thinking she's cashed out. She going to get somebody. She just had an NFL player. Zadarius. But look at her. She defeated. A lot of you women need to wake the hell up and realize this. Men don't care about your bad B mentality. Men don't care about your status. What men want is peace. What men want is cooperation. And as soon as you wake up and realize this, the better you'll be off in relationships. Kash Dow, another one that done bite the dust. Yes, she's nice looking, and she was going natural. She's nice looking naturally. This is what men want anyway. So naturally speaking, she's nice looking. She got money. She got fame. She got fortune. But yet she bite the dust. Another one bites the dust. Why? Because bad B mentality is not fit to be in a committed relationship. Wake up, fellas. Wake up. I know you're looking at her. Man, she's nice looking. She got thick thighs. She got a fat behind. Oh, yeah, let me make it. No! I know a lot of you guys going to get mad at me, especially, Detroit Metro people. I know a lot of you going to get mad at me. I know a lot of you women going to get mad at me. Yes, she's nice looking. Yes, she got a nice body, but she's not fit to be in a committed relationship until she undergo divine change from the Most High. She always going to end up in a position that she is in right now. It looked promising. She posting all these videos with him. Oh, we so in love. This is my person. It looked promising, but her bad B mentality was not going to allow it to have longevity. To get back to him, Zadarius, he was controlling. All of this is led. I'm just going by what they've been posting. He was controlling. And because he couldn't control her the way that he wanted to, that start putting him in an insecure position. And when you're in an insecure position as a man, you're no longer leading. You're no longer displaying leadership. You are starting to react. How? React in panic. And a lot of you guys in relationship with women who got this bad B mentality, you not moving in leadership, you're moving in panic. That's why you try to control them. That's why you try to manipulate them. That's why you try to use your alpha dominance to whip them into a position where they are in submission. No. Understand. Sirach chapter 25, the last verse tell you, if a woman don't go as you would have her to go, cut her off from your flesh and give her a bill of divorcement. A lot of you guys trying to hold on to women when you should have been cut their ass off. They're not going to submit. They're not going to come underneath cooperation with you. And while you keep doing it, while you keep struggling with them, you begin to operate out of a position of panic instead of leadership. A lot of you guys need to go read the book, The Art of I Don't Give a F. Go read that book. There's a psychological cost of having a controlling behavior. Let me say that again. There's a psychological cost of having a controlling behavior. You create exactly what you are afraid of. Ooh, man, where the clapping at? I just said a word right there. Let me say that again. There's a cost psychologically of having a controlling behavior. You create exactly what you are afraid of, and that is rebellion and distance. Zadarius Smith controlling behavior came with a psychological cost. It ended up causing Kash to be more rebellious in her spirit. Well, somebody say, I ain't see her being rebellious. No. You got to look beyond the surface. The rebellion came from the fact I'm rebelling against the relationship and the fact I don't want to be in the relationship no more. And all the way up to the moment when they split and went their separate ways, you don't think she was distancing herself from him? Huh? You don't think she was distancing herself from him because of his controlling behavior? Fellas, there's a psychological cost of having a controlling behavior which create the exact thing that you're afraid of, and that's the woman rebelling against you more and distancing herself from you more. That's why I said again, if she don't cooperate with you, if she don't get in line with you, cut her off from your flesh like the scripture says. Go look at that last verse in Sirach chapter 25. Check it out. Now, another thing that plays a part in a destructive force of relationships, I want y'all to pay attention to me. Another thing that plays a part in destructive forces of relationship is when you go public the way that they did. When you are a public figure, a celebrity, when you are someone of such magnitude as Kash and Za'Darius Smith, being popular, your relationship in the public will always undergo constant public pressures. Yes, it will. You're always going to have pressure, man, from the public. Understand, this is what a lot of you people need to understand, men and women. Understand that social media has a way of taking your downfalls in a relationship, your pettiness in relationships, your arguments in relationships, into something entertaining. And if you're not careful about how you deal with one another in the public, it will make you have to eat your words. Case in point, a lot of people go to the public, go to social media platforms with their relationship problems and say, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm tired of this and tired of that. And now, since you done put all that into social media, now you got to stand on it. See, this is why it's very imperative. If you're going to be going to the public with your relationship, you better make sure y'all are tight, zipped. Make sure no outside noise can get the best of you. And they was having a lot of outside noise, particularly from Kash Doll, baby daddy. And like I said, all of this is alleged. Judging from the stuff that they've been posting, judging from the stuff that people has been saying that know them, all of this is alleged. If you are not secure in who you are, baby daddies and baby mamas, the outside noise can mess up what you have in your relationship. And this is the problem. You'd be surprised, a lot of these public figures that y'all are super fanboys and super fangirls for be rooting their relationship on when it already doomed from the start. Because they don't know how to keep outside voices, outside noises from entering into their relationship and causing and amplifying drama, man. Man, I'm trying to help y'all, man. I'm trying to help y'all. Understand, you best to believe she have an audience that's hyper her up. He have teammates, because he's an NFL player. He have teammates and boys trying to validate his stand. So on her end, she got all these type of people that's pandering after her, hyping up, oh, Kash Doll, and he got teammates, oh, you don't need this. That's going to mess up your relationship. You got to silence the outside noise when you're a public figure. And they didn't do that. They didn't do it. No, not at all. That's why a lot of time, I want y'all to hear me. A lot of time, when you're dealing with problems in your relationship and you on a public grand scale, it's not only your problem, it becomes the internet problem. That's why be careful when you get with somebody that you don't go around pressing around, trying to show them off, trying to promote them in the public, because you are welcoming individuals from the public into your relationship. So while it's your problem, it begins to become everybody's problem, everybody's issue. And how you deal with that will determine either your success or your failure in the relationship. And a lot of times when problems go to the public, a lot of people have to eat their words so they don't look like they're a liar. That's what ended up happening. So that played a part in their downfall. They was doomed from the beginning. And you got two people, again, to reiterate, she got a bad B mentality. He got an alpha mentality. So you automatically going to have a masculine frame and a masculine energy clash. He got a masculine frame. He alpha, and she got masculine energy because she got a bad B mentality. That's always going to be a clash. She's in a masculine mode and he's in a masculine mode. Oh, I hear some of y'all. Well, when they was in public, she had like, no. Stop paying attention. You have to look at the spirit behind how these people operate. You think that she's singing all this stuff in her sons, rapping all this stuff in her sons? You don't think she don't exuberate that energy in real life? Huh? You think because she just throwing words out, she just doing that for interest? No. These people, the reason why they are able to get a lot of you to come listen to them and feel the energy behind the music and behind the lyrics, because this is the energy they exuberate in real life. This is the energy they exuberate in real life. And in real life, yes, she has a bad B mentality. I don't care how soft-spoken or how feminine she appears to be when she's sitting down on a podcast talking to somebody, or she on somebody's show and she also, no. All of that stuff be a front, and you guys fail to realize that because you're a super fanboy and you're a super fan girl. You idolize these people. And when you idolize people, you can't see past the smoke. You have two masculine individuals within a relationship, and you think that's going to work. No, they were doomed from the beginning. They were doomed from the beginning. Fellas, if a woman competing with you, she can't admire you. And if she can't admire you, she can't properly love you. Man, they were doomed from the beginning. Doomed from the beginning. Now, I want you to hear this. High value men, they want a bad B until they get one. A lot of you guys think you want a bad B until you get one. That's why I often tell you, learn how to get in and get out. Some women, if you're going to deal with them in that type of space, if that's your prerogative, learn how to get in and get out. And I hate to tell y'all, to bust a lot of y'all bubble, rain on a lot of y'all beret. Listen, Kash Dow is such a woman. Get in and get out. You're not there for longevity. You're only there temporary. Until she undergoes some type of divine change, she's not fit to be put in a wifey position. Get in. That's why I tell y'all, go get my books, Alpha Diaries, Volume 1. The keys to being a self-sufficient man and a leader within a relationship. It's going to help you greatly. It's helping men and helping women. Go get that book. It's going to help you deal with life, deal with your purpose, deal with women, help you improve yourself. And if Zadarius Smith would have read Alpha Diaries, he would have known, according to the chapter I put in it, to get in and get out. He would not have been trying to put her in a wifey position. Yes, I know she look good. Look at her. Look at her on the screen. Yes, I know she have them legs, them thighs. Yes, I know she got a fat behind. Yes, I know the energy that she put off is going to attract a lot of men. But that's all it's going to do. It's going to attract you to her. But once you get with her, after that infatuation wear off, you're going to be like, ugh. What the hell was I thinking? I bit off more than I can chew. I don't got time to be dealing with this bad B mentality. I don't got time for this masculine energy. That's why I did a video not too long ago that women ego has outpriced their reality. Their ego has outpriced their reality. And her ego, her pride from you super fanboys and you super fangirls has caused her to outprice her reality. She's another one that done bite the dust. Listen, guys, you are drawn to beauty. You are drawn to status. You are drawn to the challenge. Yes, I get it, because a lot of us are like lions. We're on the prowl. And that's another thing I dealt with in my book. Go check it out. You either on the prowl or you being milked like a cow. And a lot of you guys need to read that book because you're in a position where you are being milked like a cow. Women just taking advantage of you, milking every day and they're milking your money out of you, milking your energy out of you. You need to be a lion on the prowl. But be as a man, a lot of men are lions on the prowl and they like a challenge. They love a challenge. But once they conquer that challenge, they stay put too long, which ultimately become a prick in their side. And when you're dealing with somebody like Kash Dow, who got that mentality, and you alpha and you controlling, it's going to ultimately, the ratio going to become a prick in your side. That's why when the infatuation wear off, fellas, what you mean by the infatuation? Infatuation from a woman's standpoint is different from infatuation from a man's standpoint. The infatuation from the man's standpoint is that physicality of the woman, that feel good of a woman. Once that wear off, that means you need to get going. Get in and get out. A lot of you fellas stay beyond the infatuation phase when you already know She's not fit to be put in a wifey position. She don't demonstrate no qualities, no characteristics to say that she is a wife. I don't care how soft-spoken, how much they put on in the public, that's not the case. Understand, a woman whose image is her income will never be 100% exclusive to you. I think I ought to say that again. A woman whose image is her income will never be 100% exclusive to you. She has to keep marketing herself to the world, and such a one is a cast out. People on this platform as a woman, they'll never exclusively be yours. So if a woman can never be exclusively yours, how in the world are you going to put her in a wifey position? When she got an image to keep up. When she got to keep marketing. Huh? This is what you fellas fail to realize. I'm trying to help you. When a woman is in the public like that, they want people to cooperate with them. That's what she wanted Za'Darius Smith to do. She didn't know he was going to be all the way after. She didn't know that he was going to turn into a position of controlling, abuse. No, I'm not talking about physical abuse, but you best to believe he was emotionally abusing her with his control. Yes, you can't be going into women's phone and telling their baby daddies not to be calling. They have to have some type of communication. They have kids. That's why I understand when people deal with people that have kids. There's always going to be a line of communication that need to be had for the sake of the kids. You can't let that cause insecurity within you. You can't let that move you to an insecure disposition. Granted, them individuals on the outside, baby daddies and baby mama, they should not be disrespectful. But all at the same time, Kash Doll can't control her baby daddy action. But you can control your action. You have to look at it, I'm with her. Or if you're a woman, I'm with him. I'm winning. I don't have to react. I'm in action. And a lot of you fellas and a lot of you women allow the outside noise of baby daddies and baby mamas cause you to react, cause you to be controlling, cause you to want to manipulate, cause you want to threaten the individual. And you don't think Zadarius Smith was not threatening Kash Doll? And it became a bit too much for her. I'm reading the relationship. I'm giving y'all behind the scene information. I'm reading relationship. I don't have to be there to know what this stuff was going on, but I'm reading it. I'm giving it to you. She probably was getting all type of threats from him. If you don't stop your baby daddy from calling. He probably said that multiple times to the point he got tired. Answer her phone for the baby daddy. Stop calling. Like I said, all this is alleged, but I'm just still painting a picture for you. Became too controlling. And no doubt he was trying to manipulate the situation, which in turn caused psychological and emotional abuse. And you don't think he emotionally abused her? You don't think? Because he's a known football player. He's an NFL player. He should have been focusing on his career more than anything. Because I think that's the word is he haven't been signed yet. I hope the brother gets signed. But you don't think he was telling her, listen, I don't need to be here. I'm an NFL player. I got money. I got hoes chasing after me. I got 3 or 4s everywhere in different areas. You don't think he was threatening her with that type of emotional abuse? Because he couldn't control the situation with the baby daddy? You don't think he was telling her, stop, don't be doing this, don't be doing that? You don't need to talk to him. You need to be around him. You don't need to let the kids, you don't think that? Because he's trying to control the situation. And although he's alpha and dominant in his position, because he's an NFL player, and judging by the way he act and behave, he got an alpha mentality. But the alpha mentality went too far into abuse due insecurity. Was he insecure of the baby daddy? No. That's not what he was insecure of, and that's not what Kuttah Spoke of Truth was trying to tell you. No, he was not insecure of the baby daddy. He's an NFL player. He got more than the baby daddy. He's well known. He got more fame. He got more clout. He got more status than the baby daddy. That's not what he was insecure about. What he was insecure about, that he couldn't control the situation. And see, this is what a lot of women fail to realize. When a man feels like he's out of control in the relationship, he's not insecure about another man. He's insecure that he can't control the relationship the way he wants to control it. And then when that's not the case, his ego, his pride going to step in and say, I don't have to deal with it. I have hoes that want to be with me. I have women that want to be wives unto me. And no doubt he threw that in her face multiple times. And after so long, when a woman hear that, I'm helping y'all out, man. I'm helping you out, fellas. And women, come on and drop some comments. After hearing that for so long, that caused her to become more distant. That caused her to become more emotionally unavailable. That caused her to lose more attraction. That caused her to rebel more against the relationship. And next thing you know, less phone calls coming from Kash Doll, less going out. Then all of the inflation of her ego as a woman, man, a bad bee, start reminding herself, because this is what a lot of bad bees do. That prideful spirit begin to remind her, I'm a bad bee. I don't have to go for this. Let me tell you what, we're going to break up. You go your separate ways. I'm going to the public. Me and Zadarius Smith is no longer together. He's a great guy. We have fun times. But I'm going to be single. I'm just going to focus on myself. This is what bad bees do. Man, I'm trying to help you, man. Again, let me remind you, a woman whose image is her income will never be exclusively yours. This is what Zadarius didn't realize. And another day, fellas, let me tell you that. And I hate that this video is longer than what it is. Let me tell you something else, fellas. Understand, women are the weaker vessel. They're a weaker vessel. And although they may get on board initially with some things, other stuff, it takes time for them to get there, because by nature, they are the weaker vessel, and by nature, from the beginning of time, they have a rebellious spirit. They're going to rebel against you until they understand in their heart and their mind, this is the right thing to do. And a lot of times, it takes the Most High to have to keep slapping them against their damn head before they're ready to say, okay, I submit. That's very unfortunate in this society. That's very unfortunate dealing with the modern day woman. A lot of these women, some things initially they get on board, but it takes the Most High have to slap the damn shit out of them before they say, okay, I'm ready to get on board. And that's why I'm trying to tell you, fellas, sometimes it takes time. If you really want to be with a woman, it takes time. It takes time for them to get on board. Okay? But you don't have to settle for it. You could do like, what they did, go their separate ways. Listen, I want to give you some lessons, fellas. Leadership without insecurity, you're able to control the relationship without paranoia. Without paranoia. A lot of you guys are paranoid. Zadarius got into a paranoid situation. Let me go do her phone. Let me answer her phone. Let me check what's coming to her email. Let me check what's on her Facebook. Let me check what's on her Insta line. Let me check what's on her TikTok. What's really going on is her baby daddy really having, I need to check. That's how a lot of you men and a lot of you women be. You trying to control in a paranoid position. No, that ain't how it works. Leadership must be carried out with being secure as a man. Let me give you women a lesson. Women, if you want a man to lead, did you hear me? If you want a man to lead, you have to let him. How in the world both of y'all gonna be in the driver's seat? You about to crash. Woman, you need to step the hell over and get in the passenger seat and shut the hell up and let the man lead. If you want a man to lead, you can't feed him an online persona, because no doubt Cash Doll was doing it, that competes with the relationship. This is what you got to understand, women. I don't care how much you project yourself on these social media platforms, and a lot of you be lying. A lot of you are deceptive. A lot of you using witchcraft, sorcery. And can I tell you something? And it takes a long time for women, you know? And I'm not saying that they are a demon, but a lot of these women don't realize they is heavy into witchcraft and sorcery. Somebody say, well, how? Listen, lashes, makeup, when you study the scripture, all of that stuff is witchcraft and sorcery. You're portraying something. You're doing something off. That's not you. That's deceptive. That's witchcraft. And I might do a video on the witchcraft energy of all of this. And I'm not just gonna harp on the women. You fellas doing the same thing too. When you spraying on your hairline, you are using sorcery and witchcraft. When you're using all them different microfibers and having them implanted in your head, that's witchcraft, that's sorcery, because that's not your reality. You deceiving people. If your hairline receding, cut the damn hair off of your head. Go bald. Oh, let me go get these implants. Let me go get this spray can. Let me go get this. Whatever the case may be, let me go to the doctor so they can put all these needles in my head and implant these hairs into my follicles. That's witchcraft. That's sorcery. Listen. Here go a lesson for you women. If you want a husband, you can't live like you're single or public consumption. Lord have mercy. Let me say that again. If you want a husband, you can't live like you single for public consumption. It don't work like that. Don't work like that, fellas. If you want peace, you can't be the means by chaos coming to the table because you insecure, you controlling. No, that can't be the case. And women, you can't expect a man to pay for the castle while you giving tours of the bedroom of the whole village on Instagram. Man, these two, Kash Doll and Zadarius, they were doomed from day one. I knew it. I knew it. You have to understand the bad B mentality and the insecure controller will always clash because one is addicted to freedom and attention. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm trying to help you. Kash Doll is addicted to freedom and attention. I don't care what she come on these platforms and tell you, no. Yes, she is. That's part of her persona. That's part of her image. That's part of her branding. And Zadarius on the other end, he's addicted to controlling uncertainty. And when you put that together, guess what you get? A match made in hell. And no matter how much you try to fake it, no matter how much you try to call it love, ultimately it's gonna burn to the ground. And they was doomed from the beginning. They both clashed with each other. No matter how much they was in the public, all bubbly, I love you, and this, that, and another. No matter how much they was in the public like that, it eventually burned down to hell. Burned down to the ground. Guys, this is what you got to understand. Listen, they was doomed from the beginning. Doomed from the beginning. And I feel bad. The reason why I feel bad, because a lot of you still don't get it. Yes, it's all right to believe in black love. But when you deceive yourself as a super fanboy and a super fangirl to want to see black love when you don't pay attention to the red flags and to see the spirit behind the individuals before they even lock in, that's why I feel bad. A lot of people somewhere sitting around, especially the super fangirls, sitting around, dang, I wanted good for them. Now, there's no hope if Kash Doll, because y'all idolize these people, women. You idolize people like Kash Doll. If Kash Doll, who is a bad bee, if she can't stand a relationship, if Cardi B can't keep nobody, or she is a fun toy now, what hope do I have? What hope do I have? Your hope need to be in the Most High. Your hope need to be in the scriptures. You need to sit your ass down and get in line with the Holy Scriptures. And you fellas, you say he's a football player. He on top of the world. He got status, fame. He have all of this, but he can't keep a bad bee. How do I expect to get a bad bee to keep her? That's your problem. You need to get in the scriptures. When you're in the scripture, when you're close to the Most High, the scripture say he will give you a wife. Not no bad bee. Not no Datiana. Not no sexy Ray. He will give you a wife. So Zadarius, you got exactly what you got. Remember, your woman is a reflection of you. And a lot of these relationships is going to burn down to the ground. And eventually, Sierra and her husband next, Russell Wilson. Y'all don't see it. Unless there is, and I must remind you, unless there's a divine change. Hear me loud. Unless there is a divine change, it's not going to happen. But it's going to be and burn to the ground situation. And kudos to them. They've been lasting longer than what people expect. But a lot of people that really got eyes as an eagle able to see, it's going to burn to the ground. But anyway, back to Kash Doll. We hope the best for you. Zadarius, we hope the best for you. And this is what a lot of you women need to pay attention to. Look at Kash Doll. She's a nice looking woman. And I believe she's from Detroit. She's a nice looking woman. There's a lot of her super fan boys and super fan girls that's in Detroit Metro. She's a nice looking woman. Got a nice body. But yet another one bites the dust. So this ought to tell you women, wake the hell up. Come listen to Kuttah Spoken Truth. He's going to help you to be the wife that the Most High ordained for you to be. Fellas, listen to Kuttah Spoken Truth. He's going to help you to be the man of purpose the Most High has ordained you to be. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. Share this video with somebody. All right, peace.